All right. Shalom Yashala. Call Halal Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shah. Waha Rakakwadash Brakathum. I like to give double honors to the apostles, bishops, and elders, a great millstone who rule well. Salutations to the select number of Akiam, pushing his truth and sincerity in four corners of the round earth. And salutations to the select number of Akwat that are listening. What I'd like to get into is just, it just struck me. I was earlier today. And, when you go through these statistics, the analytics or what have you, they say some numbers can be skewed and so forth. But, you have reality, and, what's real, not a person's, not an isolated incident, but, you have people, my truth, this and that. Like, look, man, the truth is, when it comes to adultery, it's wicked, man. That really it just really hit me today, because I'm like, man, when they start pulling out all these numbers on how, bro, it's, if I'm not mistaken, in 2024, I may possibly be off, I'm not sure, but I know I did look, because they have so many, you have the AI generated overview, which does a pretty good overview, because it's pretty accurate for the stuff I look up for the most part, and some of the Akyam as well. But there are 169 to 170 million women in the U.S. Okay, adult women. Okay, and there shouldn't be a reason for guys to be backdooring another man's wife, man. Really coveting, what someone else got, man. What someone else has, you're not supposed to covet, right? It's too many women out here, too many willing Salakia, participants out here, man. And I'm referring to the women, man. You got women complaining they can't even get a drink bought for them or any recognition for a guy. And here it is, you got Jake thinking it's some type of flex. Salakia. And you have Jake out here thinking it's some type of flex of sleeping with another man's woman. And I can't think of her name, but Eve said on one of those podcasts, probably about a year, I give it a year to 3 years ago. She said, man, women really think they doing something when they're letting another man inside of them. And she said, basically, you're being conquered, man. You are being conquered. So for you women who like to step out on your man as well, you that's a very disloyal thing. That is very disloyal. And you're being conquered. Eve was right when she said that. Okay, this is Jeremiah chapter 4, verse 22. For my people is foolish. They have not known me. They are sottish children. Okay. Just stupid as hell, but that word sottish is, that means, silly, fool, because, the explanations that Jake has for it, it's like, bro, and let me break this down for you as well. If a man is married and does have the option to deal with another woman, and she's not attached to anyone, or she's not claimed or married or dealing with another man, that's not adultery. But if a woman is married to a man and she steps out on him with another man, that is adultery. Okay. And if a man, vice versa, if a man deals with a woman who is married, that's adultery, man. And they should both surely be put to death, man. Okay. Jake is real. Jake is it's just a real minstrel show, man. It's just a very disgusting culture, man, that our people have assimilated to, that they've aligned themselves with. And bro, that's not a flex, bro. You're scum, bro. You're scum. And niggas who advocate for adultery and women who do as well, hey man, that's gonna be a huge judgment for you, man. Okay? Let me reread this in its entirety. For my people is foolish. They have not known me. They are sottish children, and they have none understanding. They are wise to do evil, okay? But to do good, they have no knowledge, okay? So Jake has no no knowledge to do good, but when it's time to get wicked and lay up with somebody else's old lady or a woman stepping out on her old man, it's celebrated, it's elevated. We hear it in the music, we see it in media, but honestly, we see it in real time. Okay? Because one of those major excuses that I've always heard, especially for the women, and some beta ass Jake, be co-signing, well, I ain't got no ring on, so it's not consummated. Everybody know, anybody who says that into the scriptures should know what consummates a marriage, man. When a man comes into a woman, okay, when he has known her, okay. Now, is that end all be all? Of course not. Because as a man, you have husband duties, man, to provide and protect. They get that from the scriptures. These modern women, who want to, pull back from the scriptures. And then some of these other content creators, pull back from the scriptures where we need to all be directly at, if you want to keep pulling, include adultery, include your diet. Since everybody wants to put, well, in biblical times, which is beautiful when they bring out these points, because that's what this book was written for, our learning, man. So it only, so it's kind of like what do they call it? A Uno card, they use the scriptures as a Uno card, but it's like, well, okay, Christian or Antichrist, you should know what consummates a marriage. What pretty much makes it official is when a man has known a woman. Okay. And of course, the husband duties with provision and protection. And then the woman wifely duties, man. Because it's just very baffling. Like Jake and 2/3 of our people are dealing with insanity, man. They keep doing the same BS, man, over and over again, man. And sitting there with that big ass Kool-Aid smile on a little podcast and what have you, and these short clips and other social media platforms. But it's beautiful. I say that it's beautiful because a lot of what we're seeing, Akiam, that's something to take heed of, man. Don't be head over heels for these women in the world, bro. Okay. It's a very it's a very trying time right now, man. It's people aren't big on integrity and morals now, man. Bear with me, Baba Kusha. I believe I'm gonna get Leviticus 20 and 10. This is Leviticus chapter 20, verse 10. And the man that committeth adultery with another man's wife, even he that committeth adultery with his neighbor's wife, the adulterer and the adulteress shall surely be put to death. Okay, and now, of course, in this kingdom, you can't do that. Hell, you can barely discipline your child. And what's the other? If a woman's acting out of order and you call her out on it, you're shaming her. No slut shaming and so forth. I forgot when they had that, but it's they have it in the law. You can't do that. You can't. So now everybody is seeing the results that has garnered, man. The society has catered to the woman, and everything is complete chaos. Okay. Everything is so jacked up now. People are just flat out just walking away from socializing with people, just not interested in relationships and so forth. Because the BS that this modern world is trying to this is the new world order, man. And this is surely Babylon, man. It's confusion, man. You know, I'll continue reading. Verse 11. And the man that lieth with his father's wife hath uncovered his father's nakedness. Both of them shall surely be put to death. Their blood shall be upon them. And once again, bro, I don't care how bad she is, how thick she is, how it's sitting up. Oh, I just need someone to talk to. Bro, that's another man's wife. Okay, you're actually messing with someone's legacy, man. And Jake doesn't and it registers. Jake doesn't care though. Okay. Cause now I'm thinking about still world the word I was that foolish, that I believe foolish when I just read from Jeremiah, that foolish word in the Lashon Kodash is aval, I believe. And it is one who mocks mocks when they're guilty. Basically, when they're being found out, they don't take nothing serious. Basically, they're mocking the Most High. They're mocking the commandments and order. When you brothers look that up, when you get a chance, Baba Kushal, look that up. Okay, that foolish is actually evil, bro. That's an evil ass deed for you to step out with another man's legacy, man. It's just wicked, and for you women to advocate and join hand in hand with wicked ass niggas, you're one and the same. That goes for men and women, man. Let me reread verse 11. And the man that lieth with his father's wife hath uncovered his father's nakedness. Both of them shall surely be put to death. Their blood shall be upon them. And that's it, and that's all. But no. Like I say, and it has, of course, it's going to be the will of the Heavenly Father. Okay, if you're suffering as a Christian, hey, the Most High gonna make a way for you. Like I'll say this: if someone like didn't legitimately know, hey, granted, right? Because hey, I just read Jeremiah 4:22, man. Wise to do evil, but no knowledge to do good, man. Verse 12. And if a man lie with his daughter-in-law, both of them shall surely be put to death. They have wrought confusion, their blood shall be upon them. You got people with narratives and storylines, because you got a lot of BS narratives out there that goes viral just to get people talking. Everybody wants clout in that viral moment, but some of these stories do be true though. Like I said, we've seen this before, the truth, and then you be around Jake in the world, and they just she hollering at me, I ain't tripping. He gotta, and that's how people look at it now. Like, she, because everybody is doing what they doing because they know technically nothing can necessarily be done. But we see how the Lord has his hand in judgment, though. He created spirits for what? Vengeance. Okay? For sore strokes, bro. So, these people advocating and, hey, this, all swagged up. Hey, that's gonna get you jacked up with that type of mindset, man. But like we say, don't believe us, have at it. And see where that gets you. Chances are primetime news, bro. And granted, it's like, we understand, bro. If a brother was to unfortunately catch their old lady, on some BS, it's just best for that brother to remove himself from that situation. You got children with that with your ex-wife now. Get something worked out or go through the courts. I'd say go through the courts. You dig what I'm saying? Because if a woman is willing to jeopardize your legacy, bring another man into your legacy, hey, you should go ahead and bring the courts in there, you know, and that will be justifiably so, man. You know, Jake is out here and just pseudoing it up, man. And anybody who will fall for it, you know, Jake is very. We're in a time where, like, Jake is too goddamn grown to be this impressionable, man. Like, it's wicked. You know it feels wrong. Why in the hell you sneaking around to mess with somebody else's possession? I'm gonna just say it straight up, possession. Yes, a wife is a man's possession. She belongs to him. Okay. This woman, she's a woman is what? A helpmeet, right? She's a helpmate, man. But here it is, Jake is willing to jeopardize another man's legacy, whether it be the nigga, you know, creeping inside the window when the husband leaving out for work, or the wife is shoots out a BS excuse. Oh, you're working all the time, so why? You know, that and they will literally try to justify that. And people would kind of try to, well, money always gonna be here. Well, why did she think it was a good idea to step out when that man is providing and protecting? You know? But the Lord simply has something for that, man. And it's called judgment, man. Bear me, Bible shot. This is Proverbs chapter 6, verse 32. But whoso committeth adultery with the woman lacketh understanding. You've got to, bro. You clearly lack that. And also with this chapter, this chapter is actually twofold as well. It's concerning other doctrines and other ideologies. Okay. Because, you know, the truth is actually our woman. You know, wisdom. What's the name for wisdom? Sophia. Okay. Sophia. Okay. That's the name for wisdom, for this truth. Okay. This truth is our woman, you know. And then, you know, on the flip side, you have your actual woman, you know. So, you know, because what these other doctrines, you know, before coming to the truth, right, everything was appealing, right? You know, you had your Hinduism, your Buddhism, and so forth. You had all these other, you know, idols and other ideologies and doctrines. You know, before you come to the truth, it's all appealing. You know, but then, then the Lord calls you. This, she the one. This the one. This the one. Okay. So that's something that, you know, that you see, because a lot of people don't acknowledge that hopping from doctrine to doctrine is like a whorish behavior, man. You jumping from every doctrine, and whether it be an Israelite group, that's why the apostles, bishops, and elders, and such as the scriptures say as well, man, you know, whoever you learn from, you know, of course, you know, have the name and 100%, you know, make sure you're following the 100% truth, man. And that includes the name, law, statutes, and commandments that we follow to the best of our abilities. We're not perfect, but those things are key, man. But you have a lot of Jake who was following IUIC, then ISUBK, then GMS, and so forth. And then, you know, so that's actually, this is the twofold of this chapter right here. And then also those other doctrines I was speaking of, you know, whether it be Christian or Islamic, Buddhism, Hinduism, and so forth, right? I just want to I just want to make that clear. Verse 32. But whoso committeth adultery with the woman lacketh understanding. He that doeth it destroyeth his own soul. You do, man. Okay. So you just, you know, you just, that little, just a wicked, just a, it's just a wicked act. Just like, man, for 5 minutes, bro, and you creeping around. And chances are you, for one, she belongs to another man. But here it is, you sneaking around, creeping around. What about when he ain't around and you ain't around? What you think she doing? But it's just, and that option ain't even in there. For one, you going off just as a man, period, bro. That's very disrespectful and against the will of Yahweh Bashim Yahshua for you to be doing that. Okay. This is jump to verse 34. For jealousy is the rage of a man, therefore he will not spare in the day of vengeance. Okay, that's why you see a lot of these young Jake crashing out. But that's why I say for brothers who are in the truth, stay focused, man. And Abaratazar brothers don't experience this. I hope brothers, can maintain a decent household, man. I know we're in hell, we're in captivity, but this truth is the number one comfort. So make no mistake about that. But, of course, a little comfort from your old lady feels good, especially if it's coming from a genuine place. She riding with you, right? But that's that last verse. I'll reread that again. For jealousy is the rage of a man, therefore he will not spare in the day of vengeance. And that jealousy is what? When you look it up, is I believe Qanah and Allah Shawan Kodash, if I'm not mistaken. And it says it's wrath in there. You got jealousy and then you got envy, but it's the wrath basically with the Most High, man, or against men. So by you thinking it's a flex to sleep with another man's wife, or for you women out there who are so damn modern in these little wicked ass hoe phases and so forth, you dealing with a guy, then you start dealing with multiple men, and it's where all the confusion comes in. You got multiple baby daddies and so forth, which is tacky as hell. Okay, it's just overall tacky, for Jake, man. But that's all I had on this, and Abaratazad is edifying for the body. So once again, with that, call halal Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shah, Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shah, Waha Rakah Kodash Brakatham. Once again, I'd like to give double honors to the apostles, bishops, and elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Salutations to the select number of Achion pushing its truth and sincerity in four corners of the round earth, and salutations to the select number of Aqua that they're listening. Shalom.